Hey everybody, we're going to make more progress in the trailer today, but right now we're starting here. Let's go. Alright, so in my little corner is the breaker box here and the negative bus bar with my Victron Smart Shunt and everything. We've got to pull the cable out for that EnergyTech battery. So we're going to get this cover off here and disconnect the wiring inside of here. Alright, first things first, we're going to get this cover off. Now here we have the positive bus bar where I bridged all the outputs of the breakers together, and then we have one 4-aught cable going up into the solar. At the bottom down here are individual inputs that I laser cut out of 1/8" copper. We're going to take this one out, pull the cable and the negative off of this bus bar, and go put them in the trailer. And now we're ready. Alright, now let's flip the battery on. There we go. And see if the inverter comes on. And there we are. Booting up. No voltage yet. Still coming online. There we go, 120 volts. We're drawing 63 watts right now at idle. 2 amps. And dropping very slowly. Oh, yep, 1.7 amps. 90 watts. 1.95 amps. So something's got a discrepancy. Let's grab the clamp meter and make sure. My clamp meter. Let's zero it. We've got 1.51. If I can get that in the shot. There we go. 1.52 amps. Which is certainly different. The inverter saying 1.71. The battery saying 1.94. It's pretty widespread there. Inclined to believe the Klein, but the day is pretty close also. Battery is claiming around 100 watts. The inverter is claiming 89, 88 to 90 watts. And the clamp meter is claiming 80 watts. I'm going to just call it 90. Alright, good morning. It's the next morning, and we're up here on the roof again. We're going to terminate some NC4 connectors here. We've got the female side, the negative that we got to connect to the gland here. And then once that's done, we're pretty much done. We've gotten a lot more done off camera that I'm going to show you next, including a lot of the AC wiring. Got some breakers installed. I'm still waiting on one AC breaker. It should be coming today, so we'll get that installed, and then this whole project will be done. And we can do a follow-up video of how it's working. So let's get to this connection. We've got one connector, we've got the outer shell, we've got a pair of strippers, and the special MC4 crimpers. These are the Bogue RV model. They work very well. I highly recommend this kit. It was cheap on Amazon. So the first thing we're going to do is strip about 3/8 to 1/2 inch off. I like to take the connector, put it in the crimper and hold it with the crimper, and then it makes it easier to set that wire in there and crimp. That's it. After you have the crimped done, you can take the barrel, slide it over. You should hear a click, sometimes you don't, but you can give it a good pull to make sure it's on there. and then twist the nut tight to create the seal, and that's it. And we can just connect it into here, and we can go in the trailer and see if it's working. All right, so you can see we've got some wiring done. I've got the converter wired in with the 48 volt and the 12 volt side. I just got the 12 volt running up through the floor there. Ended up working out perfect. The solar wiring worked out pretty good. This was the best I could come up with, some 3/4 inch liquid tight with a little clamp there. And it runs down the side all the way to the bottom, and then the wires just pop out, run underneath, and go up into the bottom of the inverter. So let's see here. Right now we've got the PV switch off. It still says we're drawing 76 watts. So let's switch that switch on and see what the solar does. Oh, we also need to flip the breaker up here on. There we go, 243 volts. Oh, 1000 watts. There we go, MPPT is kicking in. All right. And we are charging. Cool. So the only thing I'm waiting on now is the 50 amp breaker. Let's go check out the wiring outside and see how I did that. So here is that 3/4 inch liquid tight coming out the bottom of the floor and then clamped to the frame underneath. It runs over here, up over the frame, 90 degrees into the side of this enclosure where we have the 14-50R. It's all wired up and done, just waiting on that breaker, and then we can give it a test and see how it works. Alright, so that's it for this project here. We've got the trailer pretty much done. I'm going to do some other upgrades later on. Namely, we're going to do a grid input with the same 14-50R outlet so that we can charge the battery with it. I'm also half debating on how to backfeed the solar that's in my house already to utilize the panels that are on the side of the house here. The solar is right on the inside of this wall, so it's pretty easy to get to. But for now, we're just going to use it as is. We have a trip planned next week, so we're going to see how it goes, and then I'll do a follow-up video and share how it worked, what kind of production numbers we brought in from solar. And my next project I kind of already have planned out, and it is replacing the Solar 12K that's in my garage with a Solar 15K. They were nice enough to upgrade me due to some circumstances. We'll go over that when that comes. I also wanted to thank the viewers that I do have. This has been a really cool experience documenting this project and everything, so I'm really going to enjoy doing other ones in the future. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.